What's good, everybody? I am the Swaggy Blerd, Winston A. Marshall, here for my review of Atlanta Season 4, Episode 4, Light-Skinned It. Joined by the light-skinned most Negro on the planet.
Hey, hold on. You're light-skinned too. You can't even pull this.
I know.
Like, look,
I don't ever get to do this. I don't ever get to do this because you were the only Negro in my life, other than one other Negro that's more light-skinned than me. So I have to pull the trigger, bruh. I'm sorry.
You and I are the same shade when I turn this ring light off. Quit playing. Motherfucker.
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna do you a solid right now, because I'm not gonna pretend like what I just said wasn't out of pocket that a motherfucker. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna genuinely play this particular meme on your behalf if it'll finish processing. Of course, I decided to upload it in the middle of me saying I was gonna play this shit. But like, real talk, I know on the inside right now you're kind of out here like,
can I use your bathroom?
Hell no.
Do you have any idea how many women would love for me?
I should have clipped it. I didn't really clip it, so we're just gonna pretend like I got to the part. You bitch. That's what we were trying to do. Thought I clipped it, I didn't. It doesn't matter. Anyway, y'all, welcome to this review. We're gonna jump right into it. Again, spoiler alert: if you have not seen episode 4 of the show of Atlanta, then you should be out. Or if you don't care, if you're not like a big person that cares about spoilers, then stick around, do what you do. Just know you've been warned. So yes, this 4th episode is called Light-Skinned.
No, it's just Light-Skinned Ed. Light-Skinned Ed. It's 2 N's with a dash in it.
Yeah, I get it, because at first I thought it was Light-Skinned Ed, and I was like, there ain't no Ed in here. And it's just literally, yes. Anyway, so I'm just going to go right into why this is really funny to me, and you can let me know if this is something you're dealing with. I feel like I have now heard from 2 different sides from the 2 sides of my family about somebody or like a play auntie and their family, where there's always somebody that takes the older relative in the family and Beauregard the fuck out of them to the side to get all of their inheritance, the pension, like was mentioned in this case, whatever it is, to live off of them so they don't have to do shit, and then want to cry foul when they get called out. That's what the whole A storyline of this is about Ern's auntie, who has taken Ern's grandpa and is the only sole caretaker, not because she's the only one stepping up, but because she will not let the rest of the family do this. Mm-hmm. And the fallout that happens when Ern's mom's like, nah, we done with that shit.
Right.
So real quick, man, just knowing what this is about, like, is anything like this something you've ever had to deal with before, or is this unique? Not something you're unique with or you're familiar with?
So this episode actually hit a little too close for home for me, because back in February I lost my aunt Scotty, my play aunt. She was like my mom's sister. Yeah, but we found out that her brother's wife and their kids were, because they moved her out to Texas. The brother didn't know this was going on. They were stealing her pension money, all that. So I was like, oh no, we going here. Oh, because we didn't get to see her after she moved. So like, we didn't even find out she was dead until like a month after the fact. So that,
yikes,
yeah, that hit me hard. I had a bad day that day. But
yikes, dude, I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I'll tell you what. Part of this episode reminded me when I was in Selma, Alabama, wanting to shoot my brains out in church.
Hey, look, man, it's so funny because this episode in particular, and there's one moment that really killed me, that like absolutely I died when no. Though that was funny when Ern's mom was like, "You got a tiny ass car, I ain't blah 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 blah."
That's not what I was.
What beginning are you talking about?
I'm talking about like, you think she's digging for keys, and this bitch pulls out a church hat.
Oh, well, that was pretty funny. That was actually very funny. But that's not the moment that got me. It 1,000%, and it's funny because Ern's mom gives him a warning. I'm gonna get my daddy back. You ain't. You better believe, right? But it was specific, and everybody in this episode is kind of an asshole except for Ern and Al. They're the only two that are like pretty chill about this, but that's because, as many black folk know, you were a slave, unfortunately, to your mama, to your aunties and uncles, and all their bullshit, which is what this was. But the moment that got me was she goes, "Hey, Patty, this go ahead and put Deacon on the phone. Hey, Deacon, go ahead and put Gloria on the phone. Gloria stole daddy." Like,
right.
she completely goes off. And what kills me is all the excuses she tries. And all the siblings are like, if you don't sit your stupid ass down talking about this, talking about, well, the first part is, I know why she's doing this. She always hated me because I'm light-skinned.
No, she said, y'all always hated me. All of them. And I was just like,
and then just started laughing at the dumbass.
I was like, no, why we gotta go there?
Oh, because it always does. Because there is a little truth. Like, it's funny where there's like some truth in the lie. You know what I'm saying? And so for her to act like that's what really is going on, no, it's not. But somebody always wants to use that as, I'm sure she got teased all the time. As both of us, I know, constantly get teased by our darker compatriots about our light-skinned behalf.
Friends throughout high school. Yep, I was the lightest of us all.
Light-skinned tendencies. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that we get thrown on us one way or the other. So there was actually a really good episode about that on Blackish. There was actually Blackish a very good episode about that, about the darker skin and the lighter skin parts of the family and how each are feeling persecuted from the other for different reasons, etc. So it was just really, really interesting to see that argument between the aunties and the uncle play out, which love seeing Cat Williams back on the show. Always hilarious.
I know. Wait, I love the end of the phone call. It's like, by the way, you do know you
still owe me $800. She hung up the phone so fast. Bro, what kills me is that Auntie was out here, tried every plan.
You didn't help me through college. You didn't help me with this. And then you said, yes, we did.
Yes, we did. We did all of that. Yes, but I'm saying we're her playing across the board. But so first of all, she sees Ern leaving church because Ern's mom got real wise about it, dropped him off, and she shouldn't have sped off. By speeding off, it made things look sketch, but she sped off so she'd go get her dad. And they're arguing about, why your mama take us so long? I know you trying to do this to try. And it's like, no, I had nothing to do with this. She's probably in the overflow parking. I don't know. Ern tries to sneak out, and she goes, I see you. Better bring your ass back here. Where you going? You going with your mama to steal your granddaddy? No, I'm not. I'm going to the studio. Well, then I'm going to the studio. And I was like, Lord.
Just the way that interaction went. She's like, you going with your mama? He's like, no. Yes, you are. I'm not. I'm going to the studio. So
then we going to the studio. You think you
just the back and back and just look on his face.
But what's killing me is he gets there. And Al is there, and he's with some real like rap niggas, like hella drugs, hella drinking, guns and shit while they making tracks.
Auntie don't say shit.
Auntie come in, doesn't say shit about it because she's like, it's a family murder, so y'all need to go. And they're looking at her like, what? Because black folk, you had these hood niggas where on the one half they were like, who the fuck this old bitch she talking to? But at the same time, you ain't gonna disrespect nobody's aunties, no mamas, because that's a rap. So when Al goes, no, y'all need to bounce. Paper Wisdom, you got to get out of here. And I was looking at Ern like, fuck you bring this in here, bro.
Wait, and I love that when we first see Al, he's playing that game of Uno. And he's doing the petty black person thing.
Yellow, nigga.
Yellow.
You know I got no more yellow. You know what's in front of your mouth? Draw 4, nigga. Draw 8. He's
like,
it's like, with you no more.
It's like, yo, if you're playing Uno and you go and complain about what I'm doing, I'm just gonna fuck you over more. Like the point is, I'm trying to win.
Which I'll tell you right now, I ain't got no sponsors or nothing, but shout out to the creators of Black Uno. And I'm dead serious. I'm not just making this up. There is a black game creator that actually made Black Uno, where it's the same as Uno, but what they did was, since Uno wanted to put out on Twitter, like some assholes, you can't stack nothing, even though black people have been doing that forever, trying to tell us what the rules are. They actually made a Black Uno with multiple different, like there's a draw 4, a draw 8, a draw 12, a draw 16, and you can stack all these, and the only way you can get out of it is you can either immediately take your punishment for that stack, or you can try and answer a black trivia question. And they range from pop culture to history to whatever. And if you get that to like even finish the lyric, and if you can't get that shit right, then you double whatever the stack was supposed to be. So if you were about to draw 20 and you're like, nah, nigga, give me the question. And they're like, who was the third speaker at the Million Man March? You were like, fuck. You
started drawing. I'm glad my family always played white Uno. Shit, even my black family played white Uno. Woo!
So either way, shout out Black Uno. Y'all should check that out. I'm not, I ain't getting no money from that. I just think it's a dope ass game and I love supporting black businesses. But
also, if you want to just keep fucking over your family in Uno, get Uno All Wild, because that game is nothing but fucking each other over.
That shit is insane.
I remember when I sent you the picture, like, yo.
Yeah. I know. So either way, they're in the studio going on. That's where the phone call's happening and all that. And then they decide to leave because then she goes, you know what? I'm going to call. They're trying to get out of there. She goes, no, ain't nobody going anywhere. I'm going to call the cops.
And I wish you would.
I wish you would. So, of course, she does. And she goes, they kidnapped my father. Well, ma'am, it can't be a kidnapping because kid is in the name. But it's like, no, you don't get it. He's delirious. Like he's got dementia. He doesn't have dementia, Auntie. He's just really old. He has dementia. He doesn't know who he's with, where he's at. You need to do and find something.
You forgot the worst part about the call. When she said, Gloria's just mad that daddy don't remember her.
Yes. That which was effed up. But so when the cops are like, they see her and they go, it's your mom. Can you please get her on the phone? And Mom, it's the cops. Can you put granddad on the phone? He's like, hello? He's like, sir, do you know where you are? Yes. Do you know who you're with? Yes. I would ask her what the name is. Do you know who are you with? What is her name? My daughter, Gloria. And you just see the auntie go, and then he would just hang up.
We've been in Egypt for 2 weeks. And then you just see Ern's mom, like, give me that shit. See, we're fine. Bye.
They're in Egypt. They're in Egypt. So either way, she is still ranting and raving, yelling at the cops for not doing nothing, calling also. I need to speak to the manager, the cops, the police chief, all this shit. Ern and Al talk to the girl that's working the studio and is like, yo, we got to get out of here. They're like, yeah, actually there was an emergency exit built, so you can go. You just got to walk and don't
emergency
look.
Exit built for Bobby Schmurder to avoid baby mamas and the FBI.
But which the funny part is they go, yeah, that didn't work out very well. So they walk out and she tells her, do not look back. If you look back, she will see you. So they walk out and they just slowly walk away and you see in the back and she doesn't notice them. Now, the B story, which I love about this too, Ern calls his dad at one point for help, being like, yo, you got to help me out. Auntie's wild. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. This is my time. I get 3 hours.
3 hours a day in the mall before the kids come.
And he's just doing his thing in his shoe shine, walking around. And this looks like a white lady, maybe kind of rushing the center or whatever. Yeah. She's like, hey, I just wanted to let you know you're really handsome. I'm not going to force a hat on you, but you should consider a hat. And my nigga's like, wait, say word? And he's like flattered. And he's trying to be.
First, like, nah, every place up to that point. Nah, I'm not interested.
Leave me alone.
I'm on a schedule.
The minute she said,
you're handsome.
You look handsome. He stopped it. He goes, word. Yeah. He's trying all the different hats on and whatnot. And she finally gives him this specialty hat. Yo, I shouldn't even be selling you this. And that's how you get somebody on a sale. It's not even on sale yet. I shouldn't even be telling you about this. But I got this real special hat. And it actually looked like it was fly.
I was like, I ain't a church man. I don't really do. I'm like, that's a fly hat. Bro.
It's a fly ass hat.
It's a fly
and so
hat.
So he ultimately breaks down, he buys the hat, and this is why he wanted to get the fuck up out of there, because then he's done buying the hat, and he looks at what time it is, and the mall is full, and he goes, oh, fuck.
Church is out.
He starts walking, and it's clear some Gen Z kids, man, some Gen Z niggas, they see him, and they're like, hey, Pops, what's going on with that hat? Pops, like, and just start harassing him and all that. Be like, nah, man, let me get a photo of you with it. And just
said he looked like he's Fat Prince if he never died. And I was like,
that's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful, bro, to call him Fat Prince. But they're like, yo, let me get a hat, man. When I got a bag, Pops, come on, Pops. And he gets on one knee and makes a whole show in the middle of this food court. And he's like, fine, just take the fucking picture. And he takes the photo with him. He's like, ooh, yeah, nigga, this shit gonna go viral by tonight. And I was like, God damn it. I forgot how disrespectful fucking kids are, because I don't go to places with a lot of kids, bro. I really don't. Just so fucking disrespectful. Now, this is the thing I need you to clarify for me because I wasn't paying super lot of attention. Is that the same kid in the restaurant?
No, I thought the same.
I thought you thought so too,
one
right?
that looked just
it looks just like him,
but then you get a closer up shot, and it's like, okay, it's not the same kid, but
yeah.
But
But
clearly they want you to think that, or it's just
so.
because he looks enough like him. It triggers them for one.
It triggers them. Mm-hmm. So now we go to a family dinner after this, and everybody's just defeated on the day. Like Ern's mom is happy because she got her daddy. She got her daddy, so she chilling. Ern's granddaddy's like, I don't really know what the fuck's going on. I'm eating dinner. And then Ern's dad looks sad than a motherfucker after his good day was ruined. Ern and Al look tired as shit, but they finish this meal. And
it ain't dinner. It ain't
dinner. It ain't dinner. It's like 5. You better sit there and understand this dinner. You enjoy this meal, boy. So then all of a sudden, and this is, God damn it.
This is the most black thing ever.
Fucking mom so much. And I'm sorry for
really?
For my mom.
Really?
Bro, where she's like, oh, we didn't get no bread.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Like,
bro, literally, we didn't get any bread. Young man, can you bring our bread? And, okay, I won't bring the check. No, bring the check, but also bring our bed and you put it in a to-go box. He's like, well, I gotta ask the manager about that. She's like, no, it's not difficult. Just bring the bread in a to-go box.
Because
he's like,
you didn't bring it before.
You didn't bring it before. And he was like, well, ma'am, that's not normally how we do things. Like, I gotta ask her. She's like, we'll pack it up ourselves. Just bring the damn bread and we'll pack it. And he's like, but ma'am, and he goes, if you don't bring the goddamn bread in the check, motherfucker, like Ern's dad is done. He is so done, which is why I thought it was the same kid, because I thought maybe at this point he was ready to pop this kid, but he was wearing the same color shirt. He also had braid. He was
similar
just
hair
enough to make it similar that it could trigger him. And after that little explosion, everybody just kind of chilling, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Motherfucking kids ain't no respect, ain't no goddamn respect at all." Y'all trying to watch a red box tonight? Granddad's like,
the fact that he said a red box, I was like,
not any of the streaming services, not nothing. Y'all trying to get a red box? Granddad, yeah. That's the episode.
Just because of who plays Ern's dad, I'm sitting there, I'm like, it would have been fun. Yeah, I would have been funnier. The granddad said, y'all want to get a red box tonight? And the dad went,
But hey, man, I mean, again, the themes that I love about this is family drama, especially amongst our elders, is so fucking real. And again, when I tell you, I genuinely have those aunties, like play aunties, like people in the real aunties and uncles and all that stuff, where somebody's playing something. Like, as a matter of fact, I just lost, a lot of I lost 2 grandmas. One of them was she was actually a cousin. But she was grandma age. She's always been a grandma to me. Mm-hmm. And there's been a lot of drama. It's the same thing where somebody has decided to make themselves the sole heir of everything. And like, I'm the only one that has say on her life and her living and whatnot. And then turn around and now there's arguments. So like, this hit too close to home that I was laughing the whole time. Now, I'll be honest. For me, if I was putting out a 5, I'll bump this one down to maybe a 3.9, maybe a 4.
I was at a 4 personally too. The weakest so
far, but it's not weak. You know what I'm saying? Like it is not. There has definitely been better the first 3 episodes, but I still really enjoyed this, and I love that we're kind of getting this big wrap up of everyone. We're getting a chance to see every major player.
And that was the first real episode we got to spend with Ern's parents too. Like, they've been in like
quick for 2 seconds, the first episode.
And then that's it. But like, especially when you know who they cast as his dad, I was like, I've always wanted to see more of him, and I finally got that.
Right. And to see Cat Williams come back too and whatnot. But yeah, man, I'm genuinely loving this season. Is there anything really that's sticking out to you above all else?
Well, first of all, I have not seen that many people in a motherfucking mall in 5 years. Malls are dead.
It depends. I've had to go to the mall.
You live in LA. I live in Cleveland. So like,
well, okay.
Like
then that I don't know anything about, but you probably smell about that. But the malls out here.
Two of the biggest malls in my area filed for bankruptcy recently.
Oh damn!
Like they are the biggest malls in my area.
Well, so shit, bro. It happens. But we want to know what you think, y'all. So down in the comments, let us know what you thought of this episode. Show some love and whatnot. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please be sure to do so. I got more reviews coming through and whatnot. Got some comedy and whatnot. We do need a church. we got part of one. We got enough that matters because we got. This is the one thing I forgot. This is the one thing I forgot because this I forgot because I don't go to church really much anymore unless I have to. But it's not even that. It's the mime shit that a lot of black churches are doing now because they talked about that as well in Save Your Soul. Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. The whole mime for Jesus and shit.
You see,
bro,
I didn't know that was a real thing. If I'm gonna be honest,
it is a real thing. It doesn't happen at every church, but it is a real thing that happens in some black churches, man. And so I was like, oh my Lord, like I forgot. Oh. So I am absolutely loving this. I can't wait to see what they do with this 5th episode. Again, we've got what is it, 10 or 12?
Yeah, 10. I think it's
10. So we're almost at the halfway point. There. We're almost to the halfway point to the end of one of the greatest black shows on television, man. So be sure. So Matt, tell them, don't do that. We'll have some Henny.
My point
we'll have
is
some
like,
Henny ready for that last episode, but don't do this. We already did this with Insecure. Come on, man.
But my point is, we've lost 3 of the greatest black television shows in like the last 20 or so years. In a year span, we lost Blackish and Insecure last year, and now we're losing Atlanta.
Yeah, but what that means is that's making room for more. So like Abbott Elementary is absolutely killing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like as far as like the network sitcom that's going on, but something else will come up. I'm enjoying Rap Shit. I know not everybody has been, but but I enjoy Rap Shit. Bel Air was phenomenal.
Okay, I forgot about Bel Air. Like I'm waiting for season 2. It's one of my favorite shows.
We still out here. Don't worry, we still out here, man. But Matt, tell them what you got going on, man. Where they can find you and all that good stuff.
All right, so you can find me over on Watt Real Entertainment. That is Watt, like spelled in my name right there. At my Twitter at Watt Movies Matt. Watt Real Entertainment. Real spelled REEL, like a film reel. And I just did my review for Bros. We're done with our Schmodown coverage. We know Spectacular just happened, but we're not.
It happens. Yeah. It's happening when this comes out. It's happening today.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we ain't doing anything for it. We're done with our Schmodown coverage, and we're just in a transitional period. We're doing a lot more on Twitch. Connor and Taylor both streaming their games, whether it be God of War, Bully, or any variety of games. I finally got 2K23 so that this making everyone in the space that I love and care about and making a team and seeing what happens, that's going to be happening soon on stream, so that's going to be fun. So, yeah, got a lot coming on.
That's what's up. And like I said, please, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I do more reviews. I got some comedy stuff going on here and whatnot, a few interviews and whatnot. And then please follow me everywhere at the Swaggy Blerd. I've got my Law and Order Sports Victims Unit.
Especially on TikTok, even though I don't appreciate that, TikTok. Bro. I just watch it on YouTube after the fact.
And so that's the thing. If you want to see it as soon as it drops, again, I'm especially trying to build up those numbers on TikTok. Please go and watch it over there. But I do drop it on Instagram the next day. I normally drop them on Tuesday mornings. So on Wednesday, I drop them on Instagram. And then for the YouTube channel, I wait a full week. I wait until Football Sunday the following week because, again, I'm trying to drive those TikTok numbers. But it will be on here, too, so you can see them if you haven't already in the other videos. So other than that, y'all, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to come back next week as we review episode 5 of season 4 of Atlanta. But until then, y'all have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Peace.